Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards, and today is Monday. It is Monday Mail Day, which is what we try to do most Mondays here on the channel, and I've got one piece of mail from one of you awesome people, one of my subscribers to the channel, and it was absolutely mangled and mutilated on the way here and has been somehow tied together with rubber bands. This arrived on Saturday, and it's from GoodyG, who is a longtime subscriber to the channel, a wonderful person. GoodyG and I have sent cards back and forth to each other periodically for quite a while now, and was not expecting anything from him, and I am afeared to find what could be some mangled cards in here. Goody, if you're watching this, I hope you will let me know if all the cards actually made it, because I was looking at this and it appears as though the envelope was just torn in half at some point during its journey here. It's very confusing to me. So we're going to open that first from GoodyG. And then I have a couple of online purchases that have come in that I've made in the last month or so, and I thought I'd share those with you as well. But very curious to get into this envelope from GoodyG, who, as I said, is just a wonderful member of the card community and just a really, really nice person, someone who I've known for a while, and I hope everything is here that he sent. Not quite sure what happened. It looks like, fortunately, it looks like there is an inner envelope, so maybe nothing was lost here. I'm not quite sure what went on there, but in any event, here's what is in the envelope. And again, Goody, if you are watching, I hope you will let me know if anything weird happened. It looks like the envelope inside it is actually a self-addressed stamped envelope, which there's no reason that you ever have to do that. I'm happy to send you guys. You don't have to send me self-addressed envelopes. I do have stamps and things. All right, so let me see what this is. What is going on here? What is Goody up to? Because I feel like this is a signal of something. I don't know what's going on. Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf. I will be honored to add this card to my TTM collection. Thank you for all your generosity towards this community of the past year or two. You are top wolf. Well, thank you very much, Goody. Thank you again, your friend Goody. All right, well, what is going on here? This is, I will, of course, keep that. I'm going to put that over here in the wolf lair for now, because I don't know what is up with this. Goody is up to something here. I think what is about to be revealed to me here is that Goody would like me to sign this card. I have a copy of this card back here on the back wall that I often keep there on display, that one of you awesome people sent me. Actually, I didn't pull that. One of you guys were kind enough to send that to me, and now it seems as though Goody would like me to sign this card. That is crazy. So I will do that for you. I don't have a Sharpie handy right now, but I will. I know I have some in my desk drawer, which is across the room. But I will certainly sign this and mail it back to you, Goody. That is a really, really neat thing. Nobody's ever asked me to do that before, so I will be very happy to do that. And maybe I'll sign this index card too, though I don't know what you would do with that. But very, very flattered that you would ask me for that. And I will absolutely save this one for sure. I'm going to keep that in the wolf lair now, but I'll put it up with my other wonderful letters from you guys. That is, wow, that is a first. Thank you, Goody, for asking me to do a TTM for you. I will be very, very honored to do that, and I will take care of that for you. I'm going to put this put that on my desk chair over there so that I will do it right away and get it in the mail to you. It is Monday, the day before Independence Day, so there's no mail tomorrow, so maybe I'll take that down to the post office later this afternoon, lest it wait until Wednesday to go out. Thank you so much, Goody. I'm just kind of speechless about that. I've never had that happen before, so that's very, very neat of you to do that. Thank you. So these two are a couple of cards, or actually I think one of these has two cards in it and one of them has one. And I'll save that one to be second, and this one can be first. And this one, as you can see, came all the way from Canada, and it is a Canadian baseball card, so it is fitting that I bought it from a Canadian. This is a card that I have wanted for a long, 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 long time, and just have never gotten around to buying, and it was really hard to, when it originally came out, this is a 1977 O-Pee-Chee card, and when it originally came out in 1977, I found out about it. I don't know if I found out about it in 77 or 78, honestly, but it was around that time that I found out about it. And I couldn't track one down. Of course, this was a long time ago. You didn't have the internet. eBay didn't exist. I mean, you didn't have any of the things that you have now. There was a magazine that came out that people would buy cards from called Sports Collectors Digest. And there were a couple other magazines, too, and they were good magazines. But SCD was the one where people would have classifieds in there where they'd list cards and stuff. And I remember trying to find this card in there, and never could find it in there. And then whenever I'd go to card shows, they were all on the East Coast, and really weren't a lot of O-Pee-Chee cards represented in the things that people had laid out to sell. And so for years I struggled to find this card, and I couldn't. And then I kind of forgot about it, honestly, for a little while. And then finally remembered it several years ago, probably about 5 years ago at this point, and started looking for it again. And I wanted to find one in really nice shape, because O-Pee-Chee cards from the 60s and 70s are, just plagued by being off-center. That's a very, very common thing for O-Pee-Chee cards. And I didn't want one that was going to be off-center. I wanted one that was going to be, in nice shape and really well-centered. And this person has actually sent me some recent O-Pee-Chee hockey cards as ride-along cards, which was very kind of them. I don't know how they would know if I was into hockey or not, if they just had extra hockey cards lying around, because by law, every collector in Canada, I don't know why I shouted then, I apologize for that, but by law, every collector in Canada has to collect hockey cards, which is a good rule. They should institute that in the U.S. too. I thought I had this, but now it is stuck back on there, and now I can't get it off with my aged hands. I don't know what the deal is here. It's like I'm arthritic or something, but I'm really not. I don't know what's going on here. I hate to have to cut this team bag open, but I'm having the hardest time doing that, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to just cut that right open along the side there, slide the cards out the wrong way, but that's what we're doing. All right, so I'm going to cover the card up for the time being and see what these hockey cards are, just because they sent them. I'm going to check them out. I do collect hockey, as you know. My camera, of course, doesn't want to play nice, but there we go. All right, Jacob Slavin starts things off, and Riley Smith. We got John Klingberg from the Ducks, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, good player for the Oilers. So those are nice cards to add into my hockey collection. So this is the card that I actually purchased from this guy, and that is actually less than I paid for this card. Well, it was $6 Canadian. So in US dollars, that was like 10 cents. I'm kidding. It was like $4 or something like that. But in any event, that was a really good deal for this card. It is an O-Pee-Chee Gary Carter, and it has the mandatory painter's tape on top, so you can't really see it, and then the $6 sign covers it up even more. But anyway, it's an O-Pee-Chee 1977 Gary Carter. I collected Gary Carter when he was a player, and have most of his playing era cards. I was pretty into him. And this one it's pretty good. It's close to being off-center on the back. You can see how close the grass underneath of the billboard there really is to almost being off-center. And usually when that happens, you can see just the edge of the grass up here on the top. But it's okay. You don't see that, so it is not really too bad. The other borders are pretty even, and the front looks really good, which is what I care about. The front looks great. So very happy with that card. As a point of comparison, this is the 77 Topps Gary Carter. I pulled this out so that you could see what they both look like. This is the one that I'm sure most of you are familiar with. And, it's a very nice card. I like the image on that card a lot. It's a great picture of Gary Carter. And then, of course, the back is the darker cardboard. So that's what that card looks like. And this card is not that hard to get. But finding a nice copy of the 77 O-Pee-Chee, that's pretty tough. I mean, there are several probably listed now on eBay. There's always seems to be at least 2 or 3 of them on there. But finding one this well centered, that has been tough. The corners are also pretty nice on this card. It just went dark for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. But the corners are also very nice on this card. The edges are good too. I looked at it pretty closely. I'll have to look at the surface once I take it out of this holder, but very happy with that card. I think that was a great purchase, and as I said, it's a card that has been on my want list literally since around 77 or 78, and then I kind of forgot about it for many years, and then I, saw it again and thought, I got to get one of those. I always wanted that card, and so very, very happy to own it. It wasn't a Grail card exactly, but it was just a card that I wanted to add to my Gary Carter playing era collection, and now I have it, and that collection is all the closer to being complete. So this has 2 cards in it, and I believe they are both Shohei Ohtani, if this is the package that I think it is. If it is not that, then we'll both be surprised. We'll all be surprised. Let's see what we have here. So this has 1 holder in it, and it does have both of the Ohtani cards in there, so that's good. I don't know why you do that. Please leave feedback. Okay, well, I'll be happy to do that. If I can get this one open, I don't want to have to cut open yet another team bag, but it may have to happen. I don't know what's going on with my fingers today. All right, so there we go. This is 2019, and this is the Heritage product from 2019. So this is second year Shohei Ohtani. It's in the 1975 design. If you watch the channel, you know how much I love the retro design. So this was one I really wanted to pick up, and you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, I've been picking up sort of unusual Ohtani rookies. This is a second-year card, so it's not a rookie, but it's one that I really wanted because of the retro design, and, it's early enough Ohtani that I think it's still going to be a really nice card to have. This is not that hard of a card to get. This is the batting image on the card. I said there were 2 in here. The other one is on the other side of this, and I'll show you that. That is the pitching image, and that is very hard to get. This is the, Heritage always does interesting things with, alternate images and unusual stuff, and this is the image variation for that. The pitching image is quite a tough card to get. There are probably, I would guess there are a bunch of these on eBay right now. The batting ones, usually there are, 15 of those on eBay at any given time, maybe more. It's very unusual to see one of the pitching image ones come up, and when they do, if they come up when I buy it now, they sell immediately because they're so hard to get, and they usually sell for about $70 to $80 has been my experience with trying to get this card, and I didn't want to pay that much for it, and I don't see it graded very often at all. I think it's a hard card to grade because it has color borders, and if it is off-center at all, you can tell immediately on the sides, and this one looked very well centered to me. And, I don't know if I'll get it graded or not, but the pitching one's hard to get, and like I said, it sells for pretty good money. I got both of them together. The seller had put them up on auction, and I got both of them together for about $35. So that was a really good deal for me. I was happy to get that. My bid on it, I think I was ready to bid up to like $45 or even $50 to get that card, because this is a really tough card to find. So you can look for it on eBay and see, if you can find one. Maybe you can find it cheaper if you're lucky, I guess. But they just don't come up that often. I really don't see them. So I was excited when the pair came up for auction, and I couldn't resist. So very nice card that I'm very happy to add to my collection. Slowly building a nice Ohtani collection, I think, and that's one I was really happy to add to it. My camera's at a weird angle today, so these all look sort of wonky and off-center. But in any event, there you go. I hope you enjoyed seeing that. GoodyG, thank you again for that super, super kind TTM request. That's the first time I've ever received a TTM request, and I'm tremendously grateful. That was really caught me by surprise and was really fun to get that. I'll be happy to send that card back to you. Very, very, honestly, very touching that you would ask me to do that. So thank you. See you guys back here tomorrow on Independence Day. I will definitely be posting a video tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'll be opening a new product that I don't think I've opened on the channel before. It's pretty much brand new. So you can look forward to that tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. As always, happy collecting.